this video, I'm going to be showing you why lazy people make you mad when you go on retention. The number one reason why lazy people piss you off when you go on retention is because you start to realize that you can do a lot more with your life and they're not doing anything. This is the bottom line. You have to realize this. You have to realize we as humans are intention-seeking machines. Intention-seeking machines. Meaning, if we set an intention in the future and we work steadily towards it every single day, then we have to hit it. If we have a plan and we do the plan, and the plan is accurate, then 95% of the time we are going to hit our mark. But lazy people would rather just talk about all the things, would rather just talk and not take any action. This is what is making you mad, because you start to realize it actually is possible. A lot of things are actually possible if you stick to it long enough. You have to realize, but people are lazy. They'd rather just talk about how it's not going to happen. They're going to say how it's going to work instead of actually trying to put effort into working how it works. So what you have to realize, people put effort. Once you start to put your mind to something, then you can solve it, you can get it. But people would rather just have a familiar misery than a foreign happiness. This is what you have to realize. This is human nature. They'd rather just stick to what they know, never try anything different, get the same results, and continue their life. Now, the majority of people would rather do this. But the self-improvement, people who are on, who have a little bit more to give, what they'd rather do is they'd rather just go all in and dig and get something different. So maybe they can tell someone about something new, and then they can, change the course of history. Now, you're going to have a lot of energy, and you're actually going to have to care a decent amount about yourself and other people to do this. But there's a few select men who are able to do this, and because of that, this is what they're going to do. So lazy people in general are just going to make you mad, because you start to realize, if you actually just put in focus and effort for a period of time, you will make progress. But people are just too scared to start, and they never start, and they're always lacking. They never do anything different. They never put two and two together. They're just out there, and it's never working for them. So these are some of the things you have to realize. And because you're on NoFap, you've been on NoFap, you have this assertiveness in you. You have this aggression in you. If you're fapping this regularly, then all of this aggression, assertiveness is leaving your body, and now you don't care because you're too tired. But if you're harnessing this and you're doubling down on your goals, more likely than not, you're going to have this motivation. People are always talking about, how do I get motivation? How do I stay disciplined? This is what you have to look at it. There's some guy who's talking about, how do I get more disciplined? You have to become it. You have to become all of these things. You have to look at your life objectively. You have to realize, what would someone who had these things, what would they be doing habitually? And then you just have to copy and mirror that. And eventually you're going to get it. So anyways, the bottom line is, lazy people are going to make you mad because there's so much untapped potential. That is what depression is. If you don't reach your potential, you're going to be depressed. That is, untapped potential is depression. If you actually get what you wanted, you're going to be more fulfilled than ever. You're going to be the happiest version of yourself, and these things are going to compound in other areas of your life. You have to do things that make you confident. If you're watching explicit material, you're fapping 24/7, there's no way you can be confident, because the things that you're doing is not what a confident person would be doing. These are some of the things you have to realize. So the bottom line is, you got to go on NoFap, and people who are lazy in general, you're not going to correlate with them. There's nothing to talk about. All these people always want conversations, but you have to realize, what is there to talk about? When you're not similar to the next person, what is there really to talk about? You can only correlate with people who are into self-improvement, or into abundance, who are into the physical fitness, all these different things. This is what you can talk about. Who are into being like wealth and generations, stuff like that. Everybody always wants to have a conversation, but what is there really to talk about? Certain people just can't correlate with each other. So you have to surround yourself with people who you can correlate with, who you can have a conversation with. This is who you have to start being around. You are the sum total of the five people that you spend the most time with. So you can only spending time with people who lift you up, who get you better. There's so many people who are talking about. I just talked to someone recently talking about, oh, you haven't done, like, why don't you call? It's like, I'm not gonna just be calling somebody just to do it in vain. Like, now it's important to check up on people, but at the same time, it's like, bro, like you have to, like, we're all doing something, and a lot of people are busy. A lot of people actually care enough about their life to actually believe in themselves enough to actually, like, do the things, know that they have to do. So not everybody is mediocre, or not everybody is always lazing around watching 5 hours of TV every day. There's actual people who are actually, like, getting after it. So this is what you have to take into account. So the people who are always talking about, oh, you never call, it's just like, bro, you're busy trying to improve your life because you care that much about yourself. This is what you have to realize. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We will see you in the next one.